All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful, absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning, guys. The sun is shining. I was out there this morning with no shirt, soaking up the vitamin D, soaking up God's beautiful sunshine. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs. Let's get this stream up to 750 likes. Because if we do, I will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin, which will probably be worth $17 million by the end of the stream. No matter what I do, Bitcoin is going to the moon at $3 million soon. I'll pull my fib when I'm with you. Oh, oh, oh. Shout out to my man CopCon in the chat. Thanks for being here, my friend. Shout out to Crypto Yacht. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Little S. All right, y'all. We are live. We are live on this beautiful Thursday, guys. It's a Tuesday. Can't keep track of the days. Shout out to Jagged Mountain. Shout out to Voz Champ. Shout out to David S. and Donnie and Jack Streff and Seesaw singing the backup vocals for the track. Shout out to Wiki Eekly. The Wiki Eekly coin is pumping. The Eeky coin. Maybe we can get into some sushi, guys. Shout out to Chris L. Says the course is great. All right, guys. All right. Well, let's hop into this. So, Bitcoin making new all-time highs, guys. Bitcoin making new all-time highs. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys, because whoa, what is going on with this webcam right here, right? What is going on with this, huh? We're gonna have to fix this. We got some weird stuff going on here. What is going on? What's happening here? Huh? Would you look at this, guys? I don't even know. I don't know how to fix this. There we go. There we go. Fixed. Fixed it. Solved the problem. Man. Sorry, guys, for the slight unprofessionality of the stream here. But, you know, we keep it less than professional over here, guys. Less than professional. I learned a good tip from my friend. Shout out to my friend Mike from the Poconos. Always told me to never give 100% because then people expect too much of you. Well, Bitcoin, guys, hitting new all-time highs, right? Hitting new all-time highs. And this is my current long trade that I am in right now. And as you can see, we are, in fact, getting a little pullback here. But this trade is absolutely the juice, right? Absolutely the juice. On Friday, this was one of my trading plans in the VIP Discord, where I saw a level of confluence, this purple line, the juicy level. I didn't even give it a label here. It was the juiciest level in the world. When I saw it, I'm like, I definitely want to long this. I was so confident in it that I actually had a limit order that got triggered on Saturday. And I don't even trade on Saturdays, guys. I don't trade on Saturdays. It is the Sabbath day. But I will have limit orders get triggered. And it got triggered, guys. It got triggered like it was triggered, okay? It was triggered like a fat, white, ambiguously gendered college student who just heard something that made them feel slightly offended. The trade got triggered, and we are off to a new all-time high from there, guys. And this is why I actually don't like to close out all of my position, right? A lot of people, they look at the way I trade, and they're like, hey, yo, Jay, my man. Jason, my man, why do you take 25% out of your trade? Why do you leave some profit on the table, right? Why do you always let your trades get stopped out in profit? The reason is, guys, because if you take half of your position out of the trade or more, right, but you leave 40%, 30% in there, you never know when this is going to happen, guys. You never know when you're going to get a $10,000 move on your trade, right? You just don't know. And so it can be pretty dang juicy, guys. Pretty dang juicy. All right. All right. So that's the current long position I'm in. Coming over here, we can clearly see that we are getting some kind of a pullback. If we go to the 2-hour time frame here for Market Cipher B, we can see that we did also, in fact, print a bearish divergence on the 2-hour time frame right here, right? Momentum was making a lower high as price was making a higher high. And I know we had some bearish divergences on the 1 hour yesterday, and they didn't really do too much. But usually by the time you get to the 2-hour time frame, you can kind of take these things seriously, especially for a bit of a pullback, especially since on the higher time frames now, we can see the 8-hour printing a red dot, money flow coming down. We can see the 12-hour looking like it wants to top out here and print a red dot. And so I am not going to be surprised if we come down more here, okay? If we come down more here. You know, I'm also currently right now in a short. I'm in a short because of the fact that we got a head and shoulders, right? Honestly, something as simple as a head and shoulders. Well, hang on just one second here, y'all. Right here, we had a nice head and shoulders pattern, and I'm looking for lower levels today to hop into a long. And, you know, when you see a head and shoulders and you want price to go down, it kind of makes you want to enter into a short. So I'm currently short, and that short has hit one take profit, but I've still got it open. Stop loss at the entry. Let's go, baby. Let's long it and short it. Do I think Bitcoin is going to hit 100K? Well, yes. Yes, I do. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm always honest as I can be with y'all. But, you know, we just had a very, very intense move to the upside, hitting an all-time high as we start to see things topping out on these higher time frames. So I am expecting a pullback. But I am still expecting higher prices. The reason is because on these higher time frames, right, the 3-day, we're getting a money flow crossing to the upside on the 3-day, right? If we're just looking at this time frame here, the 3-day time frame, look at what's happened here. We had a very clear anchor wave, and then we had trigger waves. And not only did we have trigger waves on the 3-day time frame, but we can see we had bullish divergences on the 3-day time frame. Followed it up with a nice trigger wave right here to a move to the upside. And now we're getting another trigger wave here above the 0 line, up high here. And really what we need to do is we need to get this wave to come up above that line right here on Market Cipher, be the 60 line. If the 3-day time frame can get a momentum wave above the 60 line, then I would say I would be convinced that we were going to head to 100K. Right now, however, the truth is there's the potential that if we don't get more upward movement this week, that we could in fact print a bearish divergence on the 3-day time frame, right? This week or next week, if we don't get another move to the upside, we have a very clear higher price, lower momentum. I'm not trying to be a bear here, guys. I'm not trying to be a bear, or neither am I trying to be the bearer of bad news, right? However, what I am trying to do is I'm just trying to be realistic and make sure that we keep a level head about all this stuff, all right? Now, what's happening locally on a local time frame now with the Bitcoin? Let's check it out. Let's zoom in to maybe the 3-minute time frame here. We can see that we are, in fact, getting a slight bullish divergences here on the 3-minute time frame, guys. And the reason for that, the reason we are getting a bounce right here, right now, at this exact moment in history, is because of the fact that if we pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high, that we're coming right into the Fibonacci golden pocket level, right? This Fibonacci golden pocket level is very, very, very reactive, And look at this, guys. We're getting a bounce off of the Fibonacci golden pocket right now. This was one of the levels that I was looking at in this morning. Hang on real quick, guys. I have to take profit because I longed this golden pocket. Of course I did. 66535, 66535, 25% out, stop loss to the entry. Currently 17% in profit right now. High leverage long off that golden pocket. Yeah, pretty dang juicy, guys. Yeah, this was one of the levels I was looking at to take a long this morning. If we come over to the Bitcoin Scalp trade channel here, we can see, well, actually, I don't have to show all that, but in my technical analysis this morning, when I come up with my trading plan, one of the levels I was really looking to take along was this golden pocket right here, as long as we get bullish divergences on it. Currently, getting the bullish divergences, might as well take the scalp, have nothing to lose here. So yeah, this is what's going on right now with the Bitcoin, guys. This is what is going on with the Bitcoin. Wow, okay. Hang on one second, y'all. I usually don't trade and stream at the same time, but sometimes a man's got to do what a man has got to do, right? Man's got to do what a man's got to do. And this is what I do. I'm a trader, right? Look at that, guys. If you ever see a golden pocket and you see price coming down to it with bullish divergences and you see these big BitBoy green dots, I'd say it's worth a scalp, especially if you limit order in. You've got a limit order set here on the 618, right? You're not going to pay a fee. Just make sure to watch as the price is coming down to it. right? I saw these bullish divergences forming as I was about to start the stream right here, right? See them forming. I'm like, all right, if we come down here, we're going to get some kind of a bounce off of it. We're getting the bounce, guys. We're getting the bounce. How much of a bounce is it going to be? I don't know. I don't know. It might not be that much. Might not. It might not be that much, guys. See? Boom. Boom. All right. All right. Now, let's talk about some other areas of support and resistance for the Bitcoin, guys. For the Bitcoin. Because here's the reality of the situation. We had been ranging. Bitcoin had been ranging in this range right here. Okay, we had our value area high down here. We had our value area low down here, and a lot of you are aware of the way I enjoy trading ranges, because ranges really give us the best trade entries, because they give us very clear levels of support and resistance. Very, very, very clear levels of support and resistance. And we can see that basically every single time that we were trading in this range, that we came above the value area high, we fell back into the range. Every single time we came below the value area low, we came back up into the range, above the value area high, back down, below the value area low, back up, back down. And then the last time we came back down to the value area low, this is my current long trade that I'm in, we broke out of the range and we did not come back in. We did not come back in. However, it's possible, guys, that we look at this now, something like this, okay, where we will start to trade in a different kind of channel, okay, where whoa, what just happened? We have a very real possibility right now, guys, of, let me actually remove this here. Let me remove this here and draw more of a parallel channel. We have a very real possibility of doing now something like this, where we've got a high, and I'm just gonna connect it to, yeah, let's do this, right? No, I'll keep it parallel. I'll keep it parallel, right? Where we're gonna do something now like this, okay? Where we have a new high, a new midpoint, and a new low. Okay, so what that means is, if we are coming back down into this area right here, we can see we have a high volume node right about here. What? Why do I keep doing that? What's going on? We have a high volume node at about 66K, right? We have a high volume node at about 66K. If we lose 66K, guys, which is a high volume node, which is our next local support underneath the golden pocket, the next support is 66K, then I would not be surprised, guys, if we come back down to retest the middle point, which is also the value area high of the range, right? So basically right now underneath us, the two areas of support that I'm most looking for is numero uno, 66K, numero dos is around 63.5K, right? And the reason for that is because right here at 66K, we know we have a high volume node. We can see the volume spike right here. And if anybody is totally new and you don't understand what the heck I'm talking about, what I've done here is I pulled a volume range, right? A volume profile of the market. And over here, this is showing how much Bitcoin was exchanged back and forth at different prices. And when you see the spikes in this thing, like we see a spike right here, that means that there is a spike in volume there, meaning that is an area of support and resistance. If price is trading above it, it's very likely that we will find support at this spike, because it means there's a lot of liquidity in the market to be taken there, where people will fill their long orders to move the price up higher. And if we're trading below it, it acts as our resistance, okay? Now, the colored candles, this is known as the value area. And if you're going to look at a local section of price action, like what I have pulled up on the chart here, the value area is determining what is considered a fair value for the asset we are trading. Okay, and it's going to show us what that is by coloring in the candles. And again, we can see historically that when we come outside of the value area, price inevitably comes back into the value area. And right now we have come out of the value area. It looks like a convincing break of the range. It looks like a very convincing break of the range. It also looks like a very convincing break of this horizontal diagonal resistance that we were trading in for quite some time, including this triangle, right? It looks like a very clear break of this. However, we need to be prepared to come back inside of this. We do. That's what our job is as traders, guys. As traders, we need to be prepared for upward and downward movement. And so if we lose 60K, the next area of major support is going to be right here, where we can see that this is now the value area high, meaning that we're going to find support here. Not only is it the value area high, we can see it was resistance, resistance, resistance 3 times. We broke out of it, and so it would make sense to come down for a proper retest before getting another move to the upside, right? So those are the main areas I'm looking at for the Bitcoin right now. And of course, as we get there, we'll be able to look at Market Cipher B to see, do we see any uneven butt cheeks, right? Do we see any uneven butt cheeks? Now, I know I get some hate for talking about butt cheeks, guys. I know I get some hate. I get a little bit of hate talking about the old butt cheeks. Shout out to Super Googly, who says another theory is it will trade to the hole at the volume profile, which is where we are now, and it will decide whether to go back up or down. That's true as well, my friend. That's true. Also, it could trade to the value area low, or a low volume node of the profile. Yep, that is very true, my friend, Super Googly. So here we are at this low volume node right here, finding support. Yes, and we are indeed finding support here, right? Which is why I'm long here, based off the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 618 that we have literally right here. And speaking of uneven butt cheeks, guys, speaking of uneven butt cheeks, right? We came down to this line of support, and what did we see? We saw ourselves some nice, juicy, uneven butt cheeks, okay? I say this often, okay? But it's important. It is important. When you see Market Cipher B looking like this, where you've got yourself a juicy left glute and a not so juicy right glute, that usually means we're going to get a bounce off of that support. And depending on how many time frames you see this on will determine the strength of the bounce. We can see right here that we have ourselves a nice glute system, a glutey system here. And we could see that not only is it a butt, but we could see that when we connect the glutes together, it's uneven. The left glute is juicier than the right glute. And we got a nice bounce out of that golden pocket. Nice enough for a little scalp, especially if you're limiting in and limiting out, guys. Especially if you're limiting in and limiting out, right? And that's what I did. That is what I did. A quick, juicy little 50x scalp. Let's see how it goes here, guys. Let's see how this 50x leverage scalp goes. Literally longed it right from the 618 because I had a limit order there. Okay. So if we lose this golden pocket, guys, like I said, I'm looking down to 60K. 60K is the next major area. And what I would want to see to long 60K is I would want to see basically this. I would want to see that. I would want to see price come, first of all, I want to see a bounce off the golden pocket. I want to see a rejection off the neckline of the head and shoulders. And I want to see us come down to 60K. I want to see the butt come up, form the butt crack, okay? And then come back down and form that second butt cheek on the right-hand side that clearly is less plump than that first butt cheek. That's what I really want to see to get the bounce off of that 66K region, right? I want to see that on a higher time frame than just the 1 minute, right? I want to see it on a higher time frame than just the 1 minute. By the way, guys, if you also want to take trades like this, if you are in the VIP Discord and you want to take the trade setups that I give in here, if you want to see my technical analysis and join a thriving community of traders, well, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, you can go to Bybit. Use my affiliate link if you want to support the channel, if you don't have a Bybit account or a PHEMEX account. I don't know why you wouldn't have one by now, but if you don't, I do have an affiliate link, guys. And also, if you want to learn technical analysis so that you can trade and know where price is going to bounce, like this little bounce right from the golden pocket, check out JasonCasperTrading.com because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because what we do here is we walk you through step by step the process that you need to have on point in order to be a profitable trader. I mean, we go through all technical analysis you need to know. We go through Market Cipher in extreme detail, different trading strategies that are scientifically safe and effective, proven to work for you and your family and your community. And mindset and risk management is how you don't blow an account. 30% discount in the description of the video. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Well, that's the corn. I want to talk about Cardano, because if you guys remember yesterday, I was talking about my relationship with Cardano, about how we started out dating down here at this white box of support, and things went great. They went great, and things were off to a great start. I even met her parents, until what happened was we came up to the Fibonacci golden pocket resistance, okay? And when we came up to the Fibonacci golden pocket resistance, let me turn off this long here. You can see that we got a rejection. We got into our first argument. And I was saying, as long as we continue on with this juicy bottom on the daily time frame and money flow keeps coming up and momentum keeps coming up, I'm still going to remain bullish in my ADA long trade. And yes, guys, I'm currently still in it. We come to the 4-hour time frame. We are topping out, right? Nothing to be too scared of. Topping out. Come to the 2-hour time frame. Not printing any bearish divergences here. Money flow getting thick. I think things look very, very healthy for Cardano. Even on the 1 hour, no bearish divergences. Just up momentum, up money flow. I think we have a long way to go for this juicy long trade that I'm currently in right now. This is one of the famous, it's world famous, one of the famous trade entries that we discovered in the VIP Discord back on September 27th. Back on September 27th, we were eyeing up this entry from the golden pocket, right? We wanted to ask Cardano out on a date. We were gathering up our courage. We wanted her to come into our golden pocket first, and she did. She came into the golden pocket, and that long is currently in the juiciest profits ever. In fact, last night I took profits on all my longs, my AVAX long, my VeChain long, my ICP long. Shout out to everyone who longed VeChain and ICP with me and has been hodling this coin, because these are two I'm super bullish on. Cardano took some profits. This trade is currently up now over 400%. We smashed into our take profit too. Let's go. Let's go, Cardano. I think things look very, very healthy. I do. I honestly think things look very healthy. Reason being is because look at what has happened here. Right? We had this very, very clear triangle forming, right? We had a very clear triangle forming right here. And you guys know that I was long in this triangle down here, took a long, that long got stopped out in profit, broke the triangle, took a long right from the bottom here, literally right from the bottom at the 618, because I did my technical analysis, had the plan in advance. That's the way you are going to get your best trades, if you have your plan in advance. Now look what happened. Not only have we, I mean, this is very bullish. This is very bullish. Watch this. So we broke down through the triangle, and we broke the triangle. We lost the triangle. Then we came up to try and get back into the triangle and rejected off of a very key resistance, the triangle trend line, as well as the golden pocket. Got a double rejection off the golden pocket. Very bearish looking. But now we have shot up not only through the bottom trend line, but through the upper trend line as well. So we've broken not only the golden pocket resistance, not only the trend line resistance, but we've also broken the triangle, right? We've broken this diagonal resistance, and we can see right now that possibly we are getting a chickens drinking water rejection after taking out the liquidity above here. But overall, based on this daily time frame right now, based on this money flow curving to the upside on the daily time frame, I'm still very, very bullish on Cardano. The last time we had something similar was down here. We had something very, very similar down here, right? What happened? We had a triangle, kind of, right? Not even a triangle. This was more of a falling wedge. We had a falling wedge. Basically, the point is we had a pattern here. And you know what? We could even look at this before we broke out. Now, in hindsight, we can look at this as actually a falling wedge. In hindsight, we could also look at this as a falling wedge, right? I was looking at it as a triangle that broke down, but now in hindsight, I can see this as a falling wedge. What happened? We got a big old BitBoy green dot down here on the daily time frame. Money flow in the purple. As money flow curves up into the blue, we're breaking out of the falling wedge, getting a big move to the upside. Right now, what do we see? A big old BitBoy. Shout out to Ben Armstrong, green dot down here. And what happens? We're breaking out of the falling wedge. If this money flow gets a curve to the upside, guys, right? And if the money flow gets a curve to the upside, let's look at the trend on the money flow for Cardano. Right now, the trend on the money flow is getting higher, right? If we connect the highs of the blue waves on the daily time frame for Cardano, we can see that back in June, we had a high, then we had a low in July. Then back in September 2021, we had a high, and that was very recently, right? A couple of months ago, and now we're back in the purple again. And now it looks like, you know, we're going to cross back up. And if we do, I'm expecting and hoping that this money flow will come up a little bit higher this time. Come up a little bit higher, okay? That's why I'm bullish on Cardano. Also, I'm taking for granted the fact that the markets are going to go parabolic in the coming months. Could be totally wrong about that, but I'm putting a lot of eggs in that basket, guys, because, you know, sometimes you just got to take a risk in this game, right? And it's not really a risk. It's not really a risk. I'm just saying there seems to be a high probability that we're going to do that in the coming months, okay? That's just what I think. And Cardano is one of the altcoins I'm extremely, extremely bullish on, guys. And so, yeah, I'm bullish on it. Shout out to everybody who took along with me from the exact low. That's pretty epic whenever that happens, guys. That is epic. Praise God, because he has given us the wisdom to do this technical analysis and to enter these juicy, juicy trade setups. Quickly want to check on my Bitcoin long from the golden pocket. How's it doing? How's it doing? Up about 0.5%. Well, with 50x leverage, that's like 25% on my initial margin. Let me check it out here. Yeah, up about 20% right now on the long. Already taken 50% of the position out. Stop losses entry. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at some other coins here. Let's take a look at the famous SHIB. Okay. How's SHIB looking, guys? How is she looking? How's SHIB looking? I'll tell you, she's not looking that great. She's not looking that great. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm stopped out of my long. I haven't even checked. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer. All right. So SHIB, let's talk about what happened with SHIB, guys, because as you know, live on YouTube, I took a long from right here, and then later on in the Discord. Well, yeah, was it live on YouTube? No, it wasn't live on YouTube. I longed early. I longed SHIB early. So potential altcoin trade setups. Let's see here. SHIB. Where was that SHIB trade? Oh, right. Okay, so this is what happened. I long SHIB here, and it dumped, and it was in the negative big time, and then it pumped from, and that this trade that was in the red ended up in the green, right? I longed the orange line, came down to the blue line, and then we pumped up from here. The reason we longed is because we had the uneven butt cheeks on the 1 hour time frame, and then later on that day, I basically said that I increased my leverage and added more to my long, and it ended up turning out very nicely, because from the time I did that, we blast through 2 fib resistances. Juicy profits on that one, y'all. Juicy profits on that one, but unfortunately that long is stopped out. So you can see SHIB is dumping again, but let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame here. I still actually do think it's possible we could get a move to the upside on SHIB here. And the reason for that is simply because we could be printing a bullish divergence still on the 1 hour time frame. Let's come up to a lower time frame and see what's going on. It's not looking overly bullish, guys, to be honest with you, but I would say as long as we can hold above this low right here, well, it's hard to say. Let's see here. It is hard to say right now. It's hard to say right now. Let's do a little SHIB analysis, guys. Do a little SHIB analysis. So longed it from down here, come up to our high up here. Okay, I will be looking for us to come down to this golden pocket right here. I will be looking for SHIB to come down to this, honestly, this golden pocket right here, potentially with bullish divergences to hop in another long. But we can see for SHIB that it is pretty clear that we are trading in this kind of, we're respecting this support, right? We're respecting that diagonal support, potentially consolidating in a triangle like this even. Let's go to a higher time frame now to see what it's looking like as we consolidate. Okay, this is actually looking quite bullish, I would say. This is looking quite bullish on the 4-hour time frame. If we can either drop and come down to the golden pocket, if we can do that, and this momentum wave on the 4-hour prints a bullish divergence, and we get this thing going on right here, right? We get this thing going on right here. That to me would be the most bullish SHIB signal in the world. If we come down to 0.0005159 dollars, okay, then and the 4 hours bullish diverging and money flow coming up, that to me would be extremely bullish. Coming down to the 1 hour time frame, it looks like we're getting a floppy butt cheek here. Okay, it looks to me like we are getting a floppy butt cheek. And what floppy butt cheeks are is let me show you. This would be a floppy butt cheek right here, where we have the left glute, and then it looks like we might be getting uneven butt cheeks, but then it flops down to the lower level. And that usually means we're going to come down more. So if we get a floppy butt cheek on the 1 hour, and we come down to, like, let's say here, that would still be a bullish divergence for me, right? Because I would skip the middle butt glute and go over to this one here. But at the same time, if we continue to consolidate in this triangle and the 4 hour continues to print a trigger wave and the 1 hour continues to print a trigger wave after printing this double bottom here, I would still consider that bullish, right? I would still consider it bullish if we don't lose the triangle support. Basically, as long as Market Cipher B is showing us upward momentum and money flow, I still consider that bullish for SHIB. I still consider it bullish for SHIB. All right? Yeah, I jumped aboard the SHIB train, guys. I hopped aboard the SHIB. And I made myself a lot of money in a very short period of time. In fact, the best trade I've ever taken in my life, percentage-wise, on my initial investment was the SHIB long that I took over 3,000%, guys. I can't even believe that. It's not the most money I ever made on a trade, but it was the most return on my investment I ever made on a trade. Because I'm not going to bet the farm on SHIB, but it was a juicy profit, guys. It was a juicy profit, enough to pay the bills for like a month, put it that way. A juicy profit, guys. All right, let's get back to the chat here. Shout out to Yitzhak, says good afternoon. Blessings to you, my friend. The Brave browser and its upcoming integration with Sol. I do need to get into that. I don't have time in the scope of this video. Do I ever trade Ether Bitcoin pairs? Not too much anymore, Dominic. Reason being, because Binance kicked me out. They said you're no longer you can no longer do this, right? Because you live in United States of America. United States of America. TJ says, Ma shlomech, bro. I think you mean Ma shlomcha, bro, because Ma shlomech is if you're talking to a female. And, well, I don't know. Maybe you think I am a chick these days. It is the 90s, guys. Things are so progressive. You don't know if you're a boy or a girl or a boy. You just don't know. You think you know, but then you don't know. And it could change from day to day. Whatever you feel, man. Just jive with the universe, bro. Just jive with the universe, man. Your truth is your truth. My truth is my truth. There ain't no such thing as objective truth, bro. 2 + 2 don't equal 4. Not if you don't want it to. Let's see. Shout out to Bart Magera, who says, blessings from Bangkok. Wow. Awesome, man. Blessings to you as well. Shout out to BitBoy Crypto, who's live. Shout out to everyone here. Guys, if we can get this stream up to 750 likes, we will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. Taylor wants to know about Bitcoin. Should we expect, or can we expect, or can we anticipate, or is there a possibility? How much leverage did I use on SHIB? 25x. Of seeing the high 50s again? Yes. Yes, there is. Okay. Yes, there is. Yeah, bummer about the SHIB trade, guys. I had my stop loss like high, right? Because I longed it from down here, somewhere from down here. And I upped the leverage, rode this thing up, and then I moved the stop loss to like somewhere in here, right? Because I'm like, I have all this money on the table. I'm not trying to lose that, right? We can always get into another SHIB trade later, guys. Yeah, so let's go back to Bitcoin again. Is there a possibility that we see the high 50s again? Yes, 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 yes. First of all, the long I'm currently in, guys, is absolutely, absolutely killing it right now. The long from the golden pocket, which was indeed one of the levels I was looking to scalp from this morning. Well, I'm not gonna go there, but we can see on my chart the golden pocket, guys. It was one of the juicy levels of support right here from about 66,597. 66,597. We can see that we came down to about, well, the lower area of that, depending on where you pull this thing from, 66,597 to 66,398. We came right down into that golden pocket, the 618. And got a move to the upside. Currently long here. So yeah, just to reiterate on the Bitcoin, and what am I even saying now, guys? SHIB trade stopped out. Bitcoin trade up quite a juicy amount in profit, guys. Up a juicy amount, almost 30% right now in profit from the high leverage golden pocket. You can make 30% on your trade, and this little move here, if you know what you're doing with a little tiny bit of technical analysis, just a tiny touch of technical analysis, guys, and all you have to do is pull a fib from here to here, right? All you have to do is pull a fib from here to here, or even better, from here to here, and then all you have to do is look on the 3-minute time frame. If you see an uneven butt cheek on Market Cipher B, where you got yourself a nice juicy left glute and then a nice not as juicy right glute as you come down to the golden pocket, and you high leverage that, you're not going to get liquidated if you high leverage, because in your mind you're like, I'm long in the golden pocket. If we fall right through, I am going to get out of the trade. No need to worry about low leverage on this, guys. High leverage the crap out of it. Make 30% in these tiny little moves. If you don't know how to do that, guys, and you want to know, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will walk you through how I trade, how I find the entries, how I find the levels, how I use Market Cipher. 30% discount in the description of the video. Can you believe that? 30% in the last week. I've given away so much free course because of the 30% discount. Trying to make it affordable. Years of knowledge packed into one powerful, hard-hitting course, guys. Also, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord where I post the levels, check out patreon.com/JasonCasper. Also, if you want to leverage trade on Bybit, over on Bybit, like Carl from the Moon does, I do have an affiliate link, as well as Carl from the Moon has an affiliate link, and you can get all the same sign-up bonuses, guys. Who would have thought that? But yeah, so Bitcoin, are we going to see the 50s again, the high 50s, or potentially even the low 50s? Well, here's what I think, and it hasn't changed from the beginning of the stream. But we could be looking at this now as a new type of parallel channel, right? Where we have the high now up here, the midpoint right here, and the low right here. Now the low is the high 50s, right? And so if we come down and we lose 66K, which is a high volume node, okay? If we lose 66K, we do something like this, then I am actually expecting us to come down first to the midpoint of this channel, which is about 63K. And then I'm expecting us to come down to the old point of control, which is about 61K. If we lose the point of control, I'm expecting us to come down to the high 50s. And honestly, I would love for us to come down to the mid 50s or even the low 50s. In fact, I would love for us to come down to the low 50s, guys. I would love it. Absolutely enjoy it. I would love it so much. I would make so much money on the Bitcoin if we came down to the low 50s. And the reason is, guys, because, you know, it is still, we put in a higher high. Is it that much higher? No, it's really not. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Is that really a higher high? No, not really, right? So we come down here, we pull our fib from the low to the high. We turn on one of our favorite Fibonacci retracements, which is the good old 382, right? And hang on a second. What's going on with my fib? Sometimes the fib doesn't work right. It doesn't work right. We can see that the 382 of the entire move is coming in right around the low 50s. Right around the low 50s, which also, guys, is a daily and a weekly level also right here as well, right? So this could be just a fake out, right? A fake break of the resistance, and we just get a throw over, and then we hit our all-time high, guys. And what are the targets? The targets. There's lots of targets, guys, for the Bitcoin. I'll tell you what my next target is. I'm going to go to the weekly time frame. I'm going to go ahead and put this on log scale. I'm going to take this and zoom us out just a tad. I'm going to go ahead over here to the Fibonacci trend-based fib extension tool, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the magnet, and I'm going to go ahead to the Koof dump. The Koof dump. Now, unfortunately, guys, during the Koof dump, did I buy Bitcoin here? I bought a little bit, but I sold a lot. Because when the Koof started to happen, I had to get my home in order, guys. I had to get my home in order, right? I needed supplies, quick. So I sold me some Bitcoin. Embarrassed to say it, but I did. Okay, these are the fib targets, right? If we're going to go from the Koof dump to the previous all-time high to the low that we had here around 30K, we can see, all right, that the 1.618 is about 125,000. 1.272 is about 100,000. And the 2.618 is getting close to the $200,000 level. The 4.618 is coming up to the $300,000 level. These are some of the targets if we are going to go parabolic, right? Parabolic. In the next month or two, December and January. Then really, guys, I would not be surprised if we do come up to $125,000 Bitcoin. I would not be surprised at all. Just based on trend-based extensions. I could see us getting up to the 1.618, even the 2.618, guys. Close to $200,000. These are some of my long-term targets. But in the short term, I would love for us to come back down to the low 50s, right? So I could do what my Southern grandfather always told me to do. Son, whatever you invest in life, don't matter. You don't have to look at charts. Technical analysis, worthless. Absolutely worthless. The only thing you have to know, son, is buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. Right? So easy. It's so easy. Just buy low and sell high. What my grandfather didn't tell me, that there's a thing as greed and psychology that makes you buy high and sell low. You know, long here, short here. You know what I'm saying? Short here, long here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't do that. I don't buy high and sell low. I don't do it. I buy low and sell high. I sell high. I sell high, guys. I buy low. And so if we can get low, I will be looking to buy. I'll be looking to buy. VWAP pointing down on the 2-hour, 4-hour VWAP pointing down. Let's drop it, guys. Let's dump the corn. Let's come down to some of these lower levels. Let's get ourselves into some juicy long positions. Let's make some money doing this, guys. Let's make some money doing this. Let me pop back into the chat over here. Shout out to Aaron Grierson, who says don't FOMO. Yeah, guys, never FOMO into a trade, right? Never FOMO into a trade. You know what's funny? I'll tell you guys a funny story. I FOMO'd into a short. I FOMO'd into a short at 65K, right? Somewhere, yeah, around here, around 65K-ish. I FOMO'd into a short the other night as a hedge. But I thought to myself, we're coming down. I FOMO'd short. You know, when you get to the level where you FOMO short after a pump, you need to sit down and go back to the drawing board. And that's okay. It was just a hedge. And yes, that short died a terrible, horrible death, guys. A terrible, horrible death, right? That's okay. That's okay. In hindsight, it was absolutely a FOMO short. I literally did it just because in case the price went down. It was dumb. I didn't see any confirmations. I should have waited until at least like the short I'm in right now, You know, the reason I'm short right now is because of the head and shoulders, right? The head and shoulders right here coming down to my level, right? I mean, this is how you got to do it, guys. This is how you got to do it. If you have a plan, like you want to long the golden pocket, and you see this price is dumping down to your level, I'll short this, low risk, and then long this, which is exactly what I've done. You know, got to play both ends of the candlestick, guys. Got to play both ends of the candlestick. Yeah. Make sure to like the video, guys. We have 531 people, only 274 likes. As I said, I would love to give away 0.025 Bitcoin. In fact, how much is that even worth? 0.025 BTC is worth right now $1,670.15. Guys, this is how much money you can get if you just like the video. No other YouTuber is doing this, guys. I don't see YouTubers giving away $1,600, right? $1,600. I see YouTubers saying you'll get $1,600 if you go and deposit 2 Bitcoin. If you deposit $120,000 on Bybit using their affiliate link, then you'll get $1,600 as a bonus. I don't see YouTubers saying like the video and I'm gonna give you $1,600. Now, if you do use my Bybit affiliate link, well, you can still get that $1,600 if you deposit 2 Bitcoins. But most people don't have 2 Bitcoins if they're just starting out in this crypto space. But I'll tell you what can help you if you're just starting out in this crypto space. 0.025 Bitcoin. Yeah. Yep. Just throwing it out there, guys. Throwing it out there, you know. Cup and handle says Meta greeting. How do you know when it's low, says 12 hit? Technical analysis. Technical analysis. That's how you know when it's low. And it's relative, right? But seriously, technical analysis is how you know when it's low and high, right? Every single trade that I took in the past from the 15th of October took a lot of trades here, guys. A lot of trades. In fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the trades that I took. Like I shorted here, I longed here, I shorted here, I longed here, I shorted here. I didn't long this one, guys, because I missed it, but I shorted here, and then I longed down here, and basically, look, the high, the low, the high, the low, the high, missed the low, the high, the low, and now I'm short up here, which is high, right? It's like, what am I basing this high and low on? Technical now. It's technical analysis. I had a value area. I'm looking when we come above this area to look for shorts, when we come below this area to look for longs. And you're pulling your fibs, you're using your daily levels. If you want to learn that, check out the course, jasoncaspertrading.com. I will walk you through literally a complete scalping and a complete swing trading tutorial at the end of the course, walking you through everything I do from the moment I look at a blank chart to the moment I am taking profits, locking them in the bank, going off to the what are all the hip kids into nowadays? What do kids want to buy? What's a good status symbol for our generation, right? If I was a good salesman, I would find some kind of status symbol that all you young children are into these days. Darn kids and your rock and roll music. I have an old soul, guys. I'm nostalgic for a time I didn't know. I get nostalgic for times I don't know. Let's check out a different coin here, guys. As you guys know, VeChain is a coin that I am heavily invested in. I told, you know, in the VIP Discord in the altcoin section here, I've been into VeChain for some time. For some time. I've been into the old VeChain right here because of the fact that we're getting anchor trigger as we're breaking out of the resistance. Bitcoin's back almost down at the golden pocket right now, so my short and my long is probably going to get closed out in juicy profits, guys. That's okay. We're going to our next support to look for the next long. Buy and low. VeChain, guys. VeChain, been in it for a while. Shout out to everyone who has been leverage trading and hodling the old vet with me as our world gets crazier and crazier. Right? We know that the chain of supply is going to be stressed. Maybe it's by design. Maybe it's not. Whatever the case, as we're diving into this space of cryptocurrency, NFTs, the metaverse, all these new things that are just going to put themselves upon humanity without us voting for it or talking about it or even knowing it's coming. What we can do if we're smart is we could say, you know what? I might not be down with where this is going, but I could make me some dang money on it in the meantime, get my family out, get some supplies, get off the grid, get some food supply, get some water supply, learn how to live off the land. That way, when we're all living in this virtual prison ghetto, you know, some of us would have had built up the resources to kind of keep out of that a little bit, right? And obviously, the Lord's sovereign and he's in control and we trust in him, but we do what we can. Now, VeChain, okay? VeChain over here. Let's take a look at it. Doing very well, guys. Doing very well. From the time that I got into the VeChain, we are up. Well, from the time that I decided I was going to start longing and hodling it as we're breaking out of this thing, I think we broke out and then we came back in. So from right here, it's up about 43% right now, guys. We are currently finding some resistance at the Fibonacci golden pocket level. Okay, the Fibonacci golden pocket, we can see we came up just above the 0.65, dropping down. That's not to be concerned, although the slight concerning thing is the 4-hour bearish divergence. But the hope that I have is the fact that the money flow is still getting thicker, guys. The money flow is still getting thicker. And right now, we're holding that 618 as our support. We go to the daily time frame, okay? The daily time frame is looking very strong. Money flow is coming up. Momentum is coming up. We can just draw on our Market Cipher B here and see that from the time that we got this bullish divergence on the daily time frame. That is no joke. A bullish divergence on the daily time frame is no joke. The last time that happened was right here. Bullish divergence, boom, blast off. Right here, bullish divergence, boom, blast off. The reason why I am still so bullish on the VeChain is for a number of reasons. Let me list them for you. I'm going to build a bullish case because a lot of people said Market Cipher B doesn't look too good, Jay. Looks like the money flow is coming down, and you may be right. But the reason I am so invested into VeChain is manifold, guys. Manifold. Number one, the issue I was talking about before, right? Where certain supplies are not going to be able to get to people, right? And what is going to be the solution to the problem? I guarantee it's going to have to do with blockchain technology. The blockchain technology is going to be the future, guys. The future in many ways, okay? And this coin right now, I believe, is going to provide solutions for some of these problems, okay? This is the solution for these problems. In fact, if we go to the VeChain website, let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's check out what it says here. What does it say? There's something here. There was something here. Well, I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this, right? All the issues that are currently plaguing our world currently, right? When it comes to supplies getting places, right? This aims to solve food safety. Who wouldn't want that? Sustainability, guys. Sustainability. Digitization. These are buzzwords, guys. All you hip, young, college student kids, transgendered, with weird colored hair, all right? They love these types of words. This is the future, guys. This technology is going to be used to usher in the technocracy, okay? I'm bullish on it. That's one reason why I'm bullish. Now, the second reason why I'm bullish is because if we are absolutely going to go into a parabolic bull end to the bull cycle, right? Then this coin has so much potential, so much potential. The previous all-time high is 28 cents, and that was back in April. Bitcoin has surpassed its all-time high. Ethereum has surpassed its all-time high. Cardano has hit an all-time high. VeChain is lagging behind. If we hit our all-time high now, that's still another 64%, which will mean by the time we hit the previous all-time high, I will have made a 100%, over 100% return on my investment here, right? And, you know, it's just like this coin has so much upward potential, and I don't think it has much downward potential. especially since we're breaking out of key resistances, right? Breakout, retest, bullish divergence on the daily, right? Totally into the V chain, totally into it. Let's check out another one I'm into here. ICP, USDT. Check it out. Hope YouTube doesn't shadow ban me for some of this stuff. Probably will. ICP, not doing the best right now. It's down on the day, but, okay, from the time that I got into this thing, whoa. Who's this? Who is this? Hello?
I'm giving you a call from the dealer service center.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. Now, from the time I got into this, which was right around the time we got this bullish divergence on the daily time frame, my investment is currently up about 31%. At the all-time high was up 45%. The reason why I'm still bullish on ICP, although I have taken profits, guys, I've taken profits on all my longs last night. Okay, because if Bitcoin comes down a bit, it's going to take everything with it, right? I'm in a low leverage long on here. My liquidation price is very, very low. And I'll probably add more to it if we dump back down. But the reason why I'm still bullish on ICP is because look at the daily market cipher beat. You just don't see something like this, guys, and expect a dump. You just don't. We have a falling wedge on the daily, bullish divergences on the daily, money flow crossing over the zero line on the daily. Yeah, we're about to top out right here, okay? But I don't necessarily think that it's going to be catastrophic. I do not, right? If it is catastrophic, I would expect us to hold the support. I would expect us to hold this support right about here, okay? Because this is clear support, 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 support. I would expect us to hold the support, okay? In which case I would add to my position, especially if we are seeing bullish divergences on the lower time frames as we come back down to those levels, all right? So that's it, ICP. In some juicy profits, guys. V-Chain, ICP, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, baby, baby. Let's see what we got. Shout out to Robert Bonar, my man. Okay. Shout out to Histrian Minichev and Brandon, who's trading with me. Awesome. The volume indicator is called fixed range, right? Shout out to Taylor. Yeah, I'm talking about that, Taylor. I'm talking about that, if that's what you want to call it. Yes, ICP will be relevant with the BTC upgrade. ICP has, that has a lot of real world use, right? Absolutely. Shout out to Benjamin Asbury. How's Litecoin going? Ah, man, I haven't even looked at Litecoin. I'll tell you though, that thing's gonna pump when we all least expect it. When we all least expect it, it's gonna pump, right? That's how Litecoin works. Everybody forgets, wow, see, we were not expecting it, and it pumped, man. Look at that on the daily time frame. Out of nowhere, getting a pump, guys. Getting a pump. Getting a pump. Well, that's bullish. That's bullish. Look at that, guys. In 2 days, Litecoin is up 36%. Man, look at that. Look at that. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice. That's looking strong, too. It's looking pretty strong. Let's go to the 4 hour here. Looking strong. Litecoin's looking strong. Looking strong. Yeah. It's looking strong, guys. It's looking pretty strong. Get back into the corn real quick. See how the corn's doing. Dumping. Corn's dumping, guys. Wow. Wow, the corn really did dump. Would you look at that, guys? The corn dumped. I'm assuming my long from here is stopped out in profit. It is. I see the notification on my phone. All orders have been filled at my entry. So now we wait to the next area of support, right? You know, and if we pump from here, we pump from here. And I absolutely miss it, right? If we pump from here, we pump from here. I absolutely miss it, right? I've got some take profit set on my short. But look at this wick, though. Look at that wick, man. This does not look bearish at all. This looks like something I would FOMO long right into, honestly. You know what I'm saying? That looks like a chickens drinking water type thing. Look at that wick. Look at that buy-up. Do we have bullish divs on the 1 minute? Technically, we do have bullish divs on the 1 minute, guys. Technically, we do. You know, let's take a look. Actually, let's take a quick look here at some of the TA we got going on. Yeah, look at that. So we came down into the golden pocket the second time, getting a nice little bounce off of it the second time. Money flow coming up. I would say that looks actually kind of good, guys. That does look actually kind of bullish. That looks pretty dang bullish, if I say so myself. That looks absolutely bullish, man. That looks bullish. Does that not look bullish? I say that looks kind of bullish. That looks pretty bullish. I think that looks bullish, guys. That's just me. That's just me. I think it looks bullish. You know, because we didn't lose the golden pocket there, did we? We did not lose it. Man, look at that. Look at that juicy wick. In a short period of time, 0.6%. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Interesting, guys. Yeah, interesting. I say that looks pretty bullish, man. That looks pretty bullish. Looks pretty bullish. I would love to see lower though. I would love to see lower. Yeah, let's get lower. I want to see lower. I want to see us dump down. I want to see us dump down to like 66K. That's what I want to see. I want to see us dump down to about 66K. Yeah, that is what I want to see. Oh dear. Short. My short is well. Although I hit a take profit at that low? Let me kind of check and see what's going on here, guys. No, I didn't hit a take profit there. I hit a take profit at the 618. That first time I got too long, and it looks like I pulled two different fibs. So this fib right here, you know, this bounce off the 618, I still think is a valid bounce. I still think that's a valid bounce, honestly. I do think this is a valid bounce. I mean, look, we came down to the golden pocket. We have a massive bounce. 0.75% in a minute with the bullish divergence still printing on the 3-minute time frame, guys. I mean, that is not anything to scoff at, okay? That is nothing to scoff at. 6-minute bullish div, 3-minute bullish div, 1-minute bullish div, guys. Money flow curving up, right? Nothing to scoff at here. You know, shout out to anyone who got this scalp, man. Shout out to anyone who got this scalp. That's a good one. That's a good one, you know. Can't get them all, right? Can't get them all. But I'm looking to lower levels now. I'm looking me to maybe some lower levels now. Unfortunately. Did not catch that wick. Oof, got some in my eye. Let's pop back into the chat here. Yeah, that looks bullish to me, guys. That looks bullish to me. Especially if we I mean, even if we get an uneven butt cheek on the 1 minute and we come down and just do this, that would be bullish. That would be bullish to get in maybe on a retest. Let's see how we're doing in here. 479 viewers. Oh my goodness. Guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to like the video because we'll be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin if we get 750 likes. And yes, that is $1,600, guys. Quite a bit of money. Boyan, my friend, man. Yeah, this is not the Pikachu hat. Shout out to Boyan. Shout out to SK Bulp 33 who says it's going to go lower. And shout out to Herstrian Minchev, who says we have a naked point of control at 66K. Exactly. 66K, guys. We have more than just a naked point of control. We have much, much, much more than just a naked point of control there, guys. Much, much more. We have a regular point of control. We have a daily level. We have a previous day point of control. We have a 786. We have a 382. We have a high volume node. And we have an old daily level. That would be juicy, my friends. That would be juicy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. That would be juicy. If we get our confirmations, right? That's what we're talking about here. Shout out to Jason Castro. The 12-minute money flow and the 3-hour green dot worked. Yeah, man. It works. Shout out to Seesaw singing the backup vocals. Zillica. Shout out to Crypto Flash. Thanks for subscribing and liking all my videos. Yeah, I hope it would be so cool if we could get up to all those likes. You know, let's see. How many likes do we have? 431. I don't know if we can do it, guys. I don't know if we can do it, but if we can get to 500 likes, I will do a course giveaway. But I'm gonna have to cut the stream kind of soon, y'all, because of the fact that we have been on for over an hour. On for over an hour. I think we get a little bit more upside here. Now, this is not financial advice, guys. I'm literally just thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. You guys have to understand. But you know, if we do get this 1 minute green dot with a higher low, with the bullish divs on all these time frames, I think we can get more upward movement here. I do. You know, not financial advice. Remember, guys, I'm just an entertainer, not a financial advisor. If you want some financial advice, guys, if you do want some financial advice, this is the man you need to ask. Iki Weekly over here. This is my in-house Jason Casper financial advisor. Every week I get together with him and he gives me all my trade setups, right? We have a special deal, right? Yeah. Shout out to Zaire Johnson. Thanks for being here, my friend. Oh yeah, Common Sense Philosophy. Yeah, the EQ Weekly. The EQ Weekly report. We're gonna... Yeah, the EQ Weekly. Am I into Theta? Yes, I'm into Theta. I've been hodling Theta for a long time. On KuCoin. Don't even remember my dang KuCoin password, to be honest with you guys. My brother has been doing a lot of research on Theta. He's been into it from the very beginning. He told me to get a bunch. I got a bunch. I haven't touched it. Right? I haven't touched it. Look at this, guys. See? Look at that. You can just tell. Market Cipher will tell you. It'll tell you how it's going to go. Right? We got ourselves... Now, if we get this 3-minute green dot, that's going to be more confirmation. But if we get that floppy butt cheeks coming down, then we're coming down. Right? But we want to see them tight glutes. Right? We want to see somebody... Oh, we want to see them tight glutes. We want to see somebody who squats a lot. Right? Squats a lot. Big squat, big butt. That's the way it works. Right? Shout out to Crypto Gen X. Shout out to Jason Casper and Adam Amar and Shark SVK and Christopher Mueller. If the daily looks juicy but the lower time frames don't look too juicy, what should you listen to? I like to wait until the lower time frames line up with the daily. So if the daily looks juicy and you got a 4-hour bullish divergence or a 1-hour bullish divergence, that to me is the entry signal. Yep. Here's the entry signal. Shout out to Benjamin Asbury. Thanks for being here, brother. God bless you. God bless you in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. Be blessed. Be blessed. Whoa, 1 minute VWAP looking a little funky. You don't like the funky VWAP, guys. We don't like that funky VWAP. Shout out to Joe Sluicer. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. God bless you, bro. Chris P. What up, Chris P? And Hussein Toprak. What's going on, man? All right, guys. I think we're gonna have to cut the stream. Let's see. Do we have 500 likes? No, that's okay. But everybody except one person liked the video. Wow, more people than are watching like the video. Well, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Well, receive this blessing, y'all. In the Hebrew language, the purpose of this blessing is that the Lord, the creator of the heavens and the earth, would place his name upon you and bless you, give you completeness. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. B'Shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which in English means, may the Lord bless and protect you, and may the Lord cause his light to shine upon you, and may he have grace upon you, and may the Lord turn his face towards you, give you completeness. In the name of Jesus the Messiah.